When the answer may be, and for them it is, the answer is no, you want more of this one type of foundation. Because if you just focused on attracting, converting, and retaining more of that one type of foundation, you would 3x your organization, 3x your fundraising over the next 12 to 18 months. And like this is the kind of math that very few people talk about when it comes to scaling organizations. And again, this is not our opinion. This is a lot of research to support Stanford Social Innovation Review being one of them, saying that the organizations that scale their revenue most efficiently do so by focusing on one type of funder and then relentlessly going after that type of funder. And so for them, it's a specific type of family foundation, and there are plenty of them in the United States that are very much aligned with their cause. And so what's the answer for them? The answer is not do more individual fundraising. The answer is write a lot more grants to that type of an organization. You will raise money a lot faster and more efficiently if you focus your resources that way. But Lauren, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No, definitely encourage Viviana to watch the Ideal Donor or Ideal Funder course. And like John Mark said, we'll send that link out later this afternoon and really determine, what 80% of your revenue is coming from likely 20%, maybe 30% of your existing funder types. And so not trying to spread yourself too thin and apply for grants over here, attract individual donors over here, and maybe another type of funding through corporate partners, but really understand historically for your organization what has worked well, where are most of your funds coming from, how can you expand there, how can you grow what's already working.
Right.
So this has been a great conversation. I know we are close to 1 o'clock our time. We have one more question from Sue, which is a great question circling back to foundations. Sue says, I work for an educational foundation. We don't have offers like $50 covers X or the cost of a meal, a $100 meal covers X. And so great question for foundations. How do you have a specific ask? Sue, I would assume you're still wanting to ask funders and donors for maybe specific amounts, but how do you communicate what that change is creating? Again, that can be more challenging. It can still be done. We've worked with a few community foundations. Can definitely still be done. I would say from my perspective, really trying to pull a lot of secondary data. So if it's an education foundation, what specific components of education do you focus on? Is there a specific age range? Nonetheless, look at outside information that already exists on education rates, graduation rates, employment rates upon graduation, or graduate school, depending on what level of education you're looking at and what regions you're looking at. I would assume the foundation has some specific targets. Are you trying to serve underserved families? Are you trying to help elementary kids, do better where they're currently at? Are you trying to increase college attendance rates, college graduation rates? But speaking to a lot of existing or outside secondary data could really support why the foundation does what it does. And then also, who are you funding? Where are the foundation funds going to? Why do you support those organizations? What are those organizations doing to further support your mission?